If you're looking at the top tier of India's motorcycle market right now, you're looking at price tags that start around 50 lakh and climb well past 1.3 crore. But spending that kind of money introduces a strange problem. Once you cross that 50 lakh threshold, the middle ground completely disappears. You are no longer buying a well-rounded, everyday motorcycle. To understand what you are buying, we have to evaluate the 10 most expensive bikes through the eyes of 3 distinct buyers: the track purist, the rolling art collector, and the highway emperor. This chart shows how those 10 motorcycles plot on a spectrum of engineering. The vertical axis measures pure performance and agility, while the horizontal axis tracks comfort and usability. Notice how the data points only populate the extreme outer corners. See that massive empty space right in the center? That proves you cannot buy a do-it-all 1 crore motorcycle. It doesn't exist. So we aren't going to rank these machines from worst to best. At this level of engineering, best is entirely subjective. Making a purchase in this tier demands a definitive trade-off. You have to choose an engineering philosophy that perfectly aligns with your specific lifestyle and, frankly, your physical limitations. Let's start with the only environment where the Kawasaki Ninja H2R and BMW HP4 Race actually belong: closed circuits with zero traffic laws. The Kawasaki H2R is built around a supercharged engine, producing up to 326 horsepower, resulting in a top speed approaching 400 kilometers per hour. The BMW HP4 Race takes a different approach to lowering lap times. It ditches heavy metal entirely, utilizing a full carbon fiber chassis to shed maximum mass. This table breaks down the specs. Look at the final row. Both are strictly illegal for the street. This triggers cascading logistics. You'll need a transport van, track time, racing tires, and a dedicated pit crew just to run them. These are homologation specials, hand-built in limited production runs. They demand an owner who has both the capital and the sheer free time to organize track days. Spending 80 to 85 lakh on these machines buys you the ultimate lap time, but it entirely strips away your freedom to ever ride them down a normal street. If you require a license plate, we enter the road legal exotics. Here, motorsport engineering meets street compliance, led by the 1.26 crore Ducati Superleggera V4. This tipping scale illustrates the Superleggera's aggression. It packs 224 horsepower into a 159 kilogram frame, resulting in a staggering 1.54 horsepower per kilo. That severe imbalance delivers a literal MotoGP racing experience, but equipped with mirrors and turn signals. Alongside the pure track replicas, you'll find bespoke, cross-branded collector's items. Think of the Ducati Streetfighter V4 Lamborghini or the hand-built Norton V4RR. Buyers here are paying a premium for heritage. With a brand like Norton, deep vintage racing pedigree is factored heavily into the asking price. But these road-legal track bikes come with harsh realities. First, their suspension is tuned for flawless tarmac, making standard Indian city roads feel punishingly stiff on your spine. Second is the heat. These race-derived motors rely on rapid airflow. Trap them in stop-and-go traffic, and they will literally roast your legs. Then there's the psychological toll. Navigating dense traffic while surrounded by erratic drivers induces constant anxiety when riding a machine covered in irreplaceable carbon fiber fairings. Ultimately, these machines are rolling museum pieces. You pay millions for the capability of speed and ultimate status, even if your environment rarely gives you space to use it. At the absolute opposite end sit the touring leviathans. These are heavyweight cruisers like the Harley-Davidson CVO and the Indian Roadmaster Elite. Everything about these machines is built for scale. They rely on massive air-cooled V-twins, ranging from 1800 to 2100 cc, designed to maintain effortless momentum on endless highways. This chart compares power-to-weight ratios. The Superleggera dominates, while the 400 kilogram Roadmaster registers a tiny sliver. But swap to comfort metrics, and that massive weight buys unmatched stability, 133 liters of luggage, and premium infotainment systems that dwarf the sport bikes. The trade-off hits as soon as you enter a city. Trying to balance a half-ton motorcycle at walking speeds is physically demanding, and its sheer width makes lane filtering impossible. Just like the exotics, taking a massive air-cooled engine into gridlock leads to severe rider discomfort. Paying 70 to 95 lakh for a Grand Tourer secures transcontinental luxury and undeniable road presence, but it sacrifices any ability to easily navigate a crowded urban center. The ultimate luxury in the 2026 hyperbike market isn't finding a vehicle that does a little bit of everything. True luxury is finding a machine that does one specific thing flawlessly. This final decision matrix maps out how to choose based on where you ride. For unadulterated G-forces and dedicated track days, follow the track path to the H2R or HP4. If your definition of wealth is effortlessly crossing continents in comfort, take the highway path to the Harley or Indian. And for rolling motorsport history on occasional Sunday runs, the display path points to the Superleggera or Norton. Getting this alignment wrong is an expensive mistake. Forcing a track weapon onto broken streets or wrestling a touring Leviathan through daily city traffic turns a 1 crore dream into an unrideable nightmare. Ignore the marketing hype. Look past the spec sheets. Put your money into the machine that fits the exact, uncompromising reality of